TOC lower patterns can appear on peaks and at bottoms of cycles. When they appear at the bottom of a cycle, you're obviously in a divergent condition, because TOC is the top of a cycle, supposed to be, but when you get that indicator set up, it then has a tendency to react more strongly, and so you will see patterns that are are top of cycle lower, meaning the right leg is lower than the left leg, so there's a stronger down movement, and they have a tendency to have a stronger up movement. And I think the logic is in an equilibrium relationship. They got pushed down too far by something in the market, and their reaction is to come back up into equilibrium. In this example, I have the two basic charts that I normally have. They're both daily charts, and I have the price, the zip, and the swing chart. On the left side, I have the power chart and the trend chart. I'm in Amazon right now, and Amazon has been doing well. It's absolutely amazing. This the point that I'm going to be looking at is right here, and this point, at this point, and with this vertical line, this pink vertical line, I'm going to show you some TOC lower patterns. Along with these lower patterns, some of them are in a bottlenose pattern, and I think the yellow one, I didn't know, that's in a TOC as well. So in this case here, you have a TOC pattern in your power yellow and your pink in your power pink, and in your power blue is in a bottlenose pattern, and that basically means the middle line is either up or down. And you know, or if you don't know, all bottlenose patterns are 3 lines up or 3 lines down, with the middle line in a low angle movement. Whereas a TOC lower pattern at the bottom is 1 down, 1 up, and 1 down in its basic configuration. There is another bottlenose pattern that we see right here in trend red, and by the way, this is this happens to be in November of 2016, and over here we are on the last day that's been traded, and that's May 5th, 2017. Now, in this example that I've set up here, the top of cycle lower patterns at the bottom have caused what is very typical, and that is that we have a reaction, and in this case we have 4, 5, maybe 6 days up, it looks like. But that's a pretty solid uptrend when you get 6 movements up. Also, we have a TOC in your trend gray line, and we have a divergent line in the power Zion line, and that is a TOC higher instead of a TOC lower pattern. So all in all, we have a lot of different things that we can see from the TOC lower pattern, but one of them you should always keep in mind is that they do reflect I don't know if pent-up energy is the proper way to describe it. They do reflect just an increase in reversal direction likely, or at least it having a high probability. Keep in mind in that example as well, we had power yellow lowest and power pink was right next to it. Power pink is one of your deep cycle indicators, meaning that the direction is eventually going to be strong going up. We don't, without the TOC lower patterns there in several of the indicators, the strength of that movement in the first 5 or 6 days might not be as strong as it would be if those weren't there. So all in all, I think another effective way excuse me, to see how the indicators work in relationship to price.